Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tier 1 today on Friday. It's round 7 and we're here at Hungary, and with me this evening is Babolas. How are you?
Hello everybody, I'm fine. I'm very excited to see the championship going on, and with Mipo and Kiko fighting for the first place, I think.
Yeah,
Or not?
Kiko and Danny Meepo isn't up there. But yeah, you mentioned the championship, and this is where my maths comes in. 28 points separate the top 6. There you go. And Kiko is ahead by 15 points, so it's very close in the midfield. Danny McKenna on the same amount of points. Tino 3 behind, Justin 5 behind, and Marcel the 12 behind. But Copy, Adesi, Remain, and Loth, I'd say all of the top 10 are still in the championship fight if they have a good round. Kiko had a good round last week, but Danny, after missing 2 races, came back last week, and he's back this week yet again, so he'll be wanting to catch up with Kiko, that's for sure. And looking at the constructors, well, Aston Martin have had a solid season so far. They're in P1 with 144 points. No, they're not, because I put up the Tier 2 team standings, so ignore that. That's a bit of an amateur mistake, isn't it? Anyway, let's go on to the race. We're in quali at the moment, and as you can see, it's pretty dark. We haven't got word of weather conditions yet. But
you expecting rain today?
I don't know about in the race, but the quality looks pretty dark, at least. Quite a bit of cloud cover.
Okay, Tonali just started his time lap.
Yes, he has.
And we have on the second place, as we after him, Jenab with her Haas.
Yeah, so looking at the tyres, everyone is on the softs, as you'd expect for a qualifying session. This track is a difficult one. It's quite technical. It's very difficult to overtake, which you might see a bit of in the race, but it is. They say it's Monaco without the walls, but in quali you've got to be focused, because there are a lot of points where you could spin or lose grip on a curb. Purple sector 2 for Tunari as he comes around to start the final third sector.
He's the first one, that's why he has a purple sector.
Of course, but it's always nice to go out first and say, oh, I've set the fastest lap, and then get beaten by 5 cars in a row.
I know the feeling, mate.
So he's going to come across the line. He does set the fastest lap, 16.5. There's a 15.9 for Yenab behind him. Copy is still in the pits. It's Fox is the AlphaTauri who's coming through. He did a 16.32. Yeah, and Kiko, as we all expect by now, gone P1 straight away. Justin up to P3. And I think Timbe is Tino, so keep an eye on him. He's quite high up in the championship, as is Makenda, who's crossed the line. Let's keep an eye on Marcel, as he is rounding the final corner. P2.
And Danny starts his time lap. Let's see how he's going to perform, knowing the time for the first place.
Yeah. Have you raced much on this track, Babalas, on this game?
Yes, but I hate this track. Basically, I have 5 tracks that I hate the most. One is Hungary. Second is Monaco, that I almost every race I DNF. And next is Canada and Jeddah.
So, I mean, yeah, it is a difficult track. I raced into yesterday, and despite spinning in the race, I still managed to finish P6, which says a bit about how difficult the track is for other people as well. P1 is Rookie, 15.8. Who is Rookie? Is he a reserve for today? He might be. He's in the Red Bull. No, sorry, he replaced Icewind at Red Bull, didn't he? So, well, 2 1,000ths of a second he's pipped Kiko by, and he's sitting pretty in P1. Right, Danny, as you said, Babalas, is going to finish his lap in a minute, so let's see what it is.
Nice.
Yeah, only P9 for Danny, so he'll want to improve on that for sure. And I think everyone has set their lap now.
Maybe he did a mistake or something?
Yeah, I noticed he did run out of ERS across the line, but that's pretty normal.
He will try to improve, that's for sure. I know he will improve, but can he beat Rookie? Rookie and Kiko have a difference of 0.003.
Yeah, very close.
And Zeddy, Marcel, on the third with under 1/10 of the second place.
We saw a 59 in Tier 2 yesterday from Meepo, I think it was. So if he can do the same again, he'll be even closer at the top. He'll get himself into the top 5. But he's yet to set a lap. He's sitting in the pits at the moment.
Maybe he wants to start from behind and get the driver of the day from the game. I think there is an achievement if you get enough.
Yeah, probably. Well, Yenab is coming out the pits too. Well, he's already round the track on his out lap, so he's going to start again very soon.
A lot of traffic in the third. Oh! You missed the Meepo going wide on the out lap.
Oh. Oh, Yenab gets a bit of oversteer on the exit there, has to correct it. That won't be very good for his time, and he decides to back out because of that. Sure, I won't have fuel to go again. Kiko, is he... He was on a lap, he's just invalidated. What about Marcel? He's about to start one. Tino, same for him.
Meepo. You didn't... did you get the time from Meepo?
What do you mean?
Because it doesn't write me if he was on the out lap.
Yeah, I haven't got a time. It says he hasn't set one yet for me.
He was at 116, I recall.
Maybe it was invalid.
Yeah. A very short track, but with plenty of rounds, they will have a hard time with the tires.
Yeah, it is a... Meepo goes wide there, but not invalid. Yeah, it is difficult with the strategy. You can go hards pretty much the whole race.
Yeah,
if you take care of them.
Yeah, but I don't think it's optimal for one stop. You gain a lot of time, okay. Meepo on 12th place, 1:16.370.
Danny is going to start a lap, and he'll hope to improve on his P10 position currently. Should we ride on board with Danny and have a look how he does the lap? Coming through turn 1. DRS is open before the throttle is at full on this track, which is quite unique. I don't think that happens anywhere else on the calendar. Now this is where you need to accelerate and keep it flat through this corner. Even flat with full fuel on the first lap is definitely possible. You've got to turn early here. 4/10 up for Danny. Misses the apex a little bit. Probably could have cut it a little more.
Purple first sector.
Indeed.
For Danny.
As Rookie has crashed on track. And Fox, for a collision with Rookie, I think he went into him. His teammate has got a penalty. 5-place grid penalty for Fox then. Welcome in everyone at the chat. Here's Danny, 6.5 up. So he was guaranteed to go P2 really on this lap. Let's see if he can get it onto pole position. Been a very tidy and smooth run from him so far. As you see some front wing left on the track from Rookie. He does go P1, 15.5.
15.564. About 20 milliseconds, sorry.
Justin improves 0.6 too, and he goes P3. What can Yenab do? Nothing, because he's abandoned his lap.
We have Mr. D in the chat.
Hello everyone, Mr. D, Matteo, Christian, Meppo's dad. A second sector purple sector for Makenda. Let's see what he can do. Can he put his car in the top 5 and overtake his teammate who's already crashed? 15.4. He can go even better. That's over a tenth faster than Danny, and on this track where the times are going to be really close because it's quite short, that's quite a big margin to be on pole by.
Unless Danny has an ace up his sleeve. We don't know.
Well, Yanne, one of them was my fault. The one under the safety car where I span and basically killed Meppo, so sorry about that.
Come on, you will buy him a beer, okay.
I think he's too young for a beer.
Okay, 2 beers, come on, no problem about that.
Remain P10. He's the only one on the lap. Apparently it's a purple sector 2 and he's up by 3/10. So the track seems to be getting pretty fast, pretty quickly.
That clouds left, I believe. The weather is more clear now.
He goes P6. His teammate Kiko also on a lap.
So, are we gonna have a safety car?
I think it's the kind of track where if there's any incident, you're going to get one, so I say yes.
Too bad Cody's disabled the safety car in Monaco. Yeah. Did you know if they fixed the bug for lapped cars to overtake the safety car?
What, so lap cars can overtake now?
I don't know, I'm asking. Does anybody know?
I don't think so, no. Kiko goes P2. Meepo is invalid. It's really annoying that the yellow flags block the time for the session.
Yenab is starting. I believe everything will come down to the first turn, 2 turns. If the overtake is made there, then you have secured the place because of the physics of the track. The length is only available in the starting points that you get the ERS and DRS activation. Oh, it's a little bit of course, he didn't invalidate.
Oh, you nearly did there. Yeah. He's gone
But
well
he's
wide.
He's slower because of that. And he gave up.
So, who's...
I think it was last season when I ended Danny's title fight here in Hungary by committing murder. Come on. Yenab is going for another round, but does he have enough PRS?
Yeah, everyone out on track now except for Rookie, who has obviously crashed and retired. Meepo, I'm watching currently as he winds through this twisty middle sector. Let's see his split when he exits this corner. 4/10 up and a purple sector 2 if the game's not lying to us. Keeps it close.
The game lies to us for a lot of things. Come on. Oh, Danny lost it. Danny lost it. He was on a hot lap. Oh my god.
Meepo
He
goes
lost the rear
P9.
end.
Yeah, so he's not going to be able to set another lap. Or will he get... He can probably get round in time, but I think his tyres will be gone. And I don't know if he has enough fuel, so...
If we know the tires about the soft tires, that they have a premium of 3 laps, he's on the verge of trying another round.
Yes.
He's saving ARS. You can see that. He needs about 1:01:20 to take the first place. 0:1:40. Can he get 1/10 of a second? And he's starting. We are talking about the championship right now.
Oh, Marcel, we didn't see that coming. He's gone P1. Adds another 58 hundredths onto the pole time. Or takes away, technically, but you know what I mean. Right, the checkered flag is out, and Yanab was the first to cross it. He's going to stay P6. That's the maximum for him. Ocean Chief P14.
No, Dan is not improving on the first sector.
Okay, let's watch Kiko, who's up by 1/10 on my screen. He'll come across the line, and he does go P1. 15.3, edging the times closer and closer are the runs that are coming in. Yeah, Danny not improving. He's out of fuel as well. Who else is about to come across the line?
He's improving up by 16 tenths of the second.
Remain up to P4. Let's keep an eye on Danny then.
Danny has to do a perfect exit now.
And he improves slightly, but no position-wise. Tino goes to P3. Justin comes into the pit lane. So that's everyone done, and that's the grid.
So everything comes down to strategy planning.
Yes.
The decision will be very important on what tires you will start on, and what strategy you will go for. 1 stop, 2 stops. 2 stops are faster, but not safer.
Well, yeah, but the problem here you have is if you do a 2-stop, you're going to get stuck behind traffic, and it's almost impossible to overtake it, except for into turn 1. So I think the better strategy will be for the 1-stop, as everyone did yesterday. Medium hards, or the other way around. But it's Kiko on pole, and Marcel beside him. Tino in P3, Makenda P4. In fact, I don't think that is Tino, actually. Who is that Timbe? Because they've got the French flag, so I think they're probably a reserve.
Of course, my broski P1.
Fox has that 5-place grid penalty, so all those behind him will be promoted 1 place.
Yeah, he will start from the last place or not?
Yeah. Welcome in, Larson. It'll be interesting to see if it's raining. If it is, then
Okay, predictions. Do we have predictions on the chat?
I can set one up, yes.
How many safety cars? 1 or 2?
Okay.
Oh, rainy day!
Oh, it is raining!
I thought so, mate. I didn't say anything. So.
Oh, it is raining! Oh, I've got that looping. Oh, wait a minute, I just had to turn the stream on, so I... Make sure I don't miss the start, whatever you do.
You have 20 seconds.
Okay, I can do it in that time. Create. Poll. How many SCs? 1, 2. None.
Enter. Go.
More.
1 second.
Ask your community. Get back in. Look at that for timing. Wonderful stuff. Right, the lights are on. There's 4 of them, and now there's 5. I don't have any game sound. Now I do. And Yenab has got a brilliant start. He's already up into P1, although I'm not getting a camera angle that I can actually see anything with. Now I am. Yenab is not in P1. The whole order is messed up. So ignore that.
Wide on the first,
Yeah, Justin got a bit of a tap from behind as well. The leaderboard should sort itself out, but that is Marcel in P1, followed by Makenda, Kiko, and Tim is going around the outside. Now he has the outside of Danny, and he gets that move done pretty well, but a good start from the Alfa Romeo. It's just annoying that the order is all wrong. It seems to have sorted itself out now. Here we go on the first lap, and of course it is intermediate conditions. Everyone will be on those tyres. Let's just get the tyres up. Of course, everyone on the intermediates. Looking further down the field, you've got Yenab, who's very, very close on the back of Remain. You just have to wait till they cross the finish line to sort out these the gaps, because I think there's a bit of desync at the moment.
Kiko lost 2 places and Makeda gained 2 places.
Yeah, so those 2 different races so far. Justin is trying to overtake Copy, and he does, and so does Rookie, but Copy gets him back. And I tell you what, Marcel is going side by side with Makenda here. Makenda's looking to take the lead of the race before the end of the first lap. He started P4, he's now up to P1, sets the fastest lap as he crosses the line first. He's going to be challenged into turn 1 though, is he? No. Marcel slots back in, and he has to set for P2.
Maybe he will attack here.
Yeah, you have to remember though that in the rain there's no DRS, so it makes overtaking even more difficult. And going on the dry line will slow you, going on the wet line, sorry, will slow you down.
He's attacking from the outside.
Yeah, that's a fantastic move. You have to be decisive here in Hungary when you want to get places. And now, look at that. Tim up the inside. There's a yellow flag further down. We'll go back to that in a minute. Side by side. And there is a virtual safety car. So Marcel is saved by that. That's Crystals who retired.
Makenda gained 3 places in a 1 lap time.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at the places gained and lost. 3 up for Makenda. Everyone else behind him has obviously lost 1. Danny Co up from 6th to 5th. And behind him, Fox from the back of the grid goes up to P13.
Meepo out.
Oh! Has he done another crash under the safety car? That's a Meepo special. Yeah. And he has. That's last time that happened was Baku last season. And that was pretty funny. I shouldn't say that, but it was. Well, he's out again.
He was trying to warm his tires or something?
Yeah, probably.
Because he crashed on the straight.
Yes, everyone is going full speed into turn 1, which means the safety car is over, and Tim has an opportunity down the inside of Marcel, who was in P1 1 lap ago. He's lost out to Makenda, he's lost out to Kiko, and now Tim, and Yenab is on the back of Remain. He's going up the inside here, which is a risky move because you are forced to the outside for the next couple of corners. And that means he loses some ground, but he goes wide, he keeps his nose in, and he's not going to give this up. He was almost cut off there, but did well to just suss out where Romain was going to place his car, and he remains intact. 1 second between the top two and the rest of the field at the moment. Justin is hungry for more places.
Dan is attacking Marcel. He's very, very on the top of him. Fox pitted. He's currently in 14th place. Maybe he had a little bit of damage.
Yep, and as you said, Danny very close to Marcel. So he started P1, and he may be looking at P5 at the end of this straight. But it's been full of action so far, only 3 laps in. McKenna extending the gap out front. Danny using all his ERS, but he can't make an opportunity. Though Marcel goes deep there, that gives Danny the opportunity he needs, maybe. He's going to go round the outside, which will be good for him because he'll get the inside for the next right-hander and hopefully force him out onto the curb. They're still side by side. Danny's ahead, though, and he's got the position nicely.
Oh, very exciting race so far. I didn't expect all these DNFs in the first couple of laps.
And Marcel under pressure from Romain now as well. If anyone has the weather for... In fact, no, we don't want to know the weather force, do we?
We're...
well, it'll be more interesting when we see it rain or stop. I don't know. Romain, yeah, Marcel might lose another position here. Oh, further down, Rookie is overtaking Justin that racer. Not successfully at the moment. Oh, side by side through the final corner. Bit of oversteer from Rookie. Did well to keep it out of the Mercedes side pod. Onto the main straight. He's not had the best of exits. I don't think he'll have an opportunity as Justin just covers the slipstream off. He'll make one though. He dives down the inside. This can be risky, but Justin gives him the space and he can't get the traction on as quick as the Mercedes driver, so he's going to have to stay there for now.
I'm wondering if the track is going to dry up, because if it's going to dry up, maybe everything will change again.
Yeah, that's what happened in the Tier 2 race yesterday was the reverse of this. It started dry and went to wet on the last 2 laps. So that was an exciting finish.
Any news of what happened to Mipo?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me check if we have any information.
The gaps in the top 5 have spread out nicely. Over a second for all of them. Not much action at the moment. Just settling into the
information. We have information about what happened to Mipo. He had a crash with another car.
Interesting. Maybe it was Fox because he had damage, didn't he? As Yanab goes wide here, not big enough a mistake to cost him a position. Kiko doing his best to get back in with the 1 second range. Of course, there is no DRS because it is raining, but you still get the benefit of Slipstream.
We have battle from 5th place and lower with Marcel, Romain.
Oh, someone's gone wide there. That's Rookie. Rookie's just gone very wide. He's now under pressure from Copy and Tunari.
We have a small train forming up.
Makenda sets the fastest lap and Rookie comes into the pit lane. Has it stopped raining, or are those just my eyes? I think it has stopped raining.
I don't see any raindrops, but that doesn't mean anything if the weather is not hot enough.
Yeah, well, Rookie is on to the mediums, so this will be a strategic masterstroke or a race-ruining decision. Because it might be too early as he slides out the pit lane. That gives a bit of an indication as to his strategy call. Let's keep an eye on his times, but it looks like it is too early. But yeah, I think it has stopped raining. This will be interesting, because with everyone so close, if you leave it a lap too long to pit for dries or go a lap too early, you could lose a lot of positions. So they've got to get this spot on. As yes, Makenda is 3/10 up on his lap time. It is getting faster, and I don't see any raindrops.
Maybe Rookie did the perfect pit stop? Maybe.
Yeah,
we have information on the chat.
Yeah, everyone's coming. Well, not everyone. Sorry, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8. Basically everyone, except for Makenda, is coming into the pits. This is interesting, because Rookie has started gaining now on boosted mess. So, the dries, I would say, are faster now.
Way faster, and he overtakes him right before the pit entry. Boosted is going in.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I think Rookie has gained a few positions at least here, because they will all come out on cold tyres as well. Makenda staying out the other lap. I don't know whether he got the call after he passed the pit lane or what happened there, but I think he's going to lose out with this decision. Rookie goes very deep, but cold tyres for Tunari means he can't catch up. Although 21.3 is staying as the gap, so it might not be such a disaster for Makenda after all. 21.4, but yeah, I do think it is time to pit. Makenda was one of the Makenda was one of the drivers yesterday. His DRS is enabled, which confirms the drives are faster. He was one of the drivers yesterday in Tier 2 that stayed out on the hards. The other one was me. Right until the last 2 laps when it was time to pit for dries. He is in. I think he's going to lose the lead. He might even be behind Danny. Let's have a look. Most people onto the mediums, some onto the hards will go to the end. I'm not sure the mediums will. We'll find out. But where will Makenda...
He is on the hards.
Yes. Now, where will he rejoin? I don't think he'll
be
in the lead.
On the final straight. And Makenda is leaving the pit lane right now. We're gonna have a face-off. Oh, very, very close.
And he will be on cold tyres, though, remember, and on the hards. So he's going to lose his position to Kiko, I think, who's on the inside now, and he gives that up. He will be faster on the mediums, Kiko, at this moment in time. He may even lose a position to Tino. And, yeah, he didn't get the best exit there, Makenda. And he's going to have to concede P2 also. So he's lost 2 positions from staying out 1 lap too late, I think. And as I said, so close. Here comes Danny as well, up the inside on his fresh medium tyres.
Okay, now Makenda may have a lead over this player or the other drivers because he's on the hards. And I don't think the mediums will last all the way to the end.
Yeah, I agree. Tino also on the hards.
If he manages to do decent preservation of the tires, then he won't have to pit again.
Yeah. As Rookie is around. I think he had a bit of an issue there. So yes, back to dries. I assume it will stay dry conditions now until the end of the race. I don't know, but that's what usually happens. But yeah, interesting to see what happens with the medium runners, whether they will try and go to the end, or whether they're going to push and pit for softs in a little while, or even another set of mediums perhaps. There's still a long way to go, but Makenda has lost 1.6 seconds to the lead train now. He needs to get back in that, because remember, DRS is enabled now, so they will be able to pull away from him if he doesn't get back into the detection.
Maybe the hazard is not the best option, but it's the safest, as long as pit stop strategy concerned.
Yeah, and as you said in quali, yeah, strategy is what will decide the race, and it's definitely
So
proving
he
to
may
be that
lose
way.
a place, 1 or 2 positions, but if he doesn't pit, he won't have any problems.
Yeah.
Because the pit lane is about 20 seconds, I believe. I don't recall exactly. I have to look it up. And so he will have a lead over the other cars, except from Timber.
Yeah.
Danny fastest lap.
And yeah,
He's really pushing now. Maybe the rain was not on his best side.
Yeah, and you say if they're pushing, you imagine they're planning to pit again, which may be faster, but it's difficult to overtake, so pitting again means you're going to have to make more overtakes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, but Makenda got everyone down to P8 on his tail with DRS.
You have only one basically straight to overtake. That's the starting line. I'm staying with Danny because he's on the mediums, and I want to see if he will manage to overtake Timber, which with a hard compound.
I think Makenda might be under pressure here into turn 1, although he's already got a 5/10 gap. If someone's made a mistake, I think that's Rookie again in the final turn. So Makenda not able to close the gap on Danny.
But he can't be overtaken from Marcel.
Yeah, it is proving difficult. As Danny gets held behind Timber, I think... Oh, as I say that, Timber has gone off, made a mistake, and he's all the way down to P4. So Danny inherits the position, and Makenda too.
Now the two hard compounds will fight each other.
Yeah, Makenda will be happy about this, because there's someone else on ours behind him holding everyone up, so he can hopefully run away. He's already got a 6/10 gap. We're hoping to increase that. Oh, he's a very late move to the inside there from the Alfa Romeo, as Marcel is under threat from Yenab, who's very close to him. Is he going to go up the inside? He is. He's going to send it. He's not got much to lose. On the mediums, both of these cars, and Yenab makes that look easy, and it was definitely not. Remain now right on the back of Marcel, but that's a very dangerous place to send it up the inside. Remember Hamilton Verstappen last season. As Rookie retires in the pit lane.
He went for Inters. Makenda is out of the DRS row from Timber. So Timber is going to have a lot of problems right now.
Yeah, and that was crucial, that mistake from him, because he's now the lead hard runner. So if the hards are the right strategy, he's in prime position to win the race from here. if he stays out and the others pit. Even if the medium runners tried to get to the end, they'll still be quite slow at the end of the race. So he'll have the advantage. Now Yenab on Timber. Is he going to get past the hard runner? He's gone extremely deep. And he's almost lost the position to Marcel, who gets pushed wide, I think. He's gone all the way down to P8, so a lot of action here. All caused by Yenab. He didn't lock up. I just think he overshot his braking zone by miles.
I did a smart move from Timber. He gave the outside lane to the...
Oh, Timber is out. He's crashed.
Why?
That's a full safety car. Full safety car. What do you do if you're on the mediums now? P1 and 2, would you pit?
I would go for the hards.
Yeah, I think so.
The hards until the end.
Yeah, I think so.
Or even a set of mediums. I don't know what degradation the rate is.
Well, let's see what they do. But yeah, this safety car throws things out of the ordinary. Kiko stays out. And so, no, Danny does pit, but Kenda stays out.
Okay, Danny will have a fresh set of mediums.
Yes.
But we will have a race going on from lap 16 or 17 now. The safety car will go in about 3 laps. So he will have an advantage.
He will. He's got 7-lap advantage, and if those medium runners need to pit again...
Hope is pitting too. Let's see what the choice of tires will be. So, everything now... Oh, he's going for the mediums, I told you.
Yeah.
The best strategy is to go for the mediums now, even if you lose some places, because they won't last until the end.
I mean, Tunari had a 20-second gap behind him, so he could have pit for mediums as well and not lost any positions. I don't know why he didn't. So, who do you think's in the best situation here? The old medium runners, who have track position, Makenda, who's on the same lap hards, or the fresh medium runners, like Danny, but have lost quite a bit of track position? Who do you think's the... Where would you prefer to be at the moment?
Right now, if my calculations are correct, we will have Makender, Danny, and Kopi in the same, let's say, everybody has to pit, everybody, except from the hard tires. So, I don't know if that makes any sense when I'm saying it, because I don't speak. Okay,
They say rain in 10 minutes.
Rain in 10 minutes?
That's what Justin has said.
Justin, I hope you're not trolling us.
I hope not.
I hope you're not trolling us.
Then why have Marcel, Tunari and Ocean Chief pit? Why did anyone pit if there was rain in 10 minutes? And they're on to the dries as well, of course.
So Marcel has the hard tires, Tunari, medium, Ocean, medium, boosted medium. The logical is to go for a fresh set of mediums to go all the way.
Yeah, but also, if you're told there's rain in 10 minutes, you don't pit, do you? You just stay out.
In 10 minutes, there will be the end of the race. Come on.
In 10 minutes, end of the race? It's like
a
lap is 1 minute, 20 seconds on average. So it'll be like lap 24 or something.
Last time I heard the crew chiefs that told me I will have rain in 10 minutes, the rain never came, so I trust nothing. When I see the raindrops, then I will say it's time for change of plan or something. It was you racing the other day that it was raining and it was not raining that hard or something.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago at Netherlands. Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but the same thing
What do
happened
you,
yesterday here at Hungary, and it did rain enough for Inters, and I gained 3 positions on the last lap, so it can work.
if you manage to hold the car for one lap, okay. It's all about driving skill after that, you know.
Yeah.
How confident you are with the setup, how confident you are with your driving skill. Everything is on the table right now. If you have rain in the last couple of laps.
And if the drivers know that, well, Danny is going to be pushing like crazy.
I'm expecting him to push like crazy. I know Danny. I know how he's driving. That's why I'm saying it.
One thing I don't understand is why Marcel went on to hards. Surely, if you were going to pit, you go on mediums like everyone else.
Maybe he didn't take the balanced setup
Maybe.
in the start.
Yeah.
If you don't, if you go for the softer setup, you don't have the second medium
Yeah.
that you can use on the race. Although it helps it helps you do more laps on a soft compound for the qualies. It ruins you any chance of using a fresh mediums in the race.
I think the safety car will be in this lap, I imagine. Everyone's caught up.
Yeah. Basically, we will hear it now. Yes. At the end of sector 2.
5 minutes until rain now, Justin says.
I don't see any clouds, mate. Sorry. I don't see any clouds. I'm stuck in with no rain. Can we have raindrops with sun?
I don't
Or
think
something?
so. I think it has to get a lot darker for it to start raining. Right.
Okay.
There you go. Kiko is gone. And, well, Makenda is under
Very
pressure
good start
slightly.
from Kiko. Very good start from Kiko.
Yep.
Yenab is attacking.
Yeah, he will not be happy. Yenab is not happy with Makenda because he got a 5-second penalty for contact with him. So I imagine he won't be too kind when he comes to overtake, if he gets the chance. No overtakes yet on the restart. But yeah, a good one from Kiko. Already a second gap.
Kiko is pushing really hard. He knows he has to increase the gap as far as he can.
And it is getting darker now. You can already see a lot more clouds than we could half a lap ago even. So maybe rain is on its way. That would be very interesting. Danny hasn't made any places yet, but I don't think he will be faster. Yeah, I think it'll be the same sort of pace.
Gamer says Kiko braking and accelerating very wildly under safety car. And Yenab hit the Vakender under safety car. I believe FIA will have a lot of work to do.
Yes.
That is on the back end of Justin. Will he try to overtake him now? Or he will wait for the DRS activation?
Yeah, but you can see it's got a lot darker, hasn't it, already? Oh, someone span. Yenab has span. And he comes back out in P10.
Okay, I'm looking for any other information I can get regarding the race. So now, is Kiko waiting for the rain? That's a big mystery. But if he does rain, he will have an advantage. To be honest. While Justin is being chased by Danny.
DRS enabled.
So from the next lap we will have DRS activation. Because this DRS zone does not count.
Yeah, it's only one detection zone, so if you get it on the main straight, you get it on the little straight to turn 2 as well.
I learned that the hard way, to say the least, because I was planning on overtaking somebody on the second DRS zone, but he had DRS too. So Jesus Christ. So Danny is breaking off from Fox. He's out of the DRS zone, so he can chase Justin. But Justin also has DRS from Romain.
He's the closest on track. Let's see what he can do. Not yet. Tunari, though, is able to make a move. He's gone a little deep, but that's okay, because as you said, he's got the DRS again, so he can pull even further away. Oh, Danny side by side. Yeah, up the inside.
Oh my god. So close.
Let's hope they don't go side by side through this corner. Oh, they do. But that's good racing, because Danny had to back out of that.
Danny knows to drive better than me because I wouldn't lift my foot off the throttle. Yeah, I would go for it. All or nothing. Because that Justin lost almost. He's almost out of ERS. But Danny knows that. And he's going from the inside. No, not this time. Not this time. But he's on the straight now. He will overtake now. Oh. Justin tried to block Danny, but he didn't manage.
Yeah, still found a gap on the inside. So he's gained 2 positions since the restart. 1 thanks to Yenab
More grip,
spinning.
remember? Danny has more grip now.
Yes.
And he's after Roman.
Interesting to see when this rain comes.
In 10 minutes. What I said? What did you say? Kickoff P1. Come on. You don't know that. We don't know the condition of the Kiko's tires. Come on. He's already on 14 laps mediums.
I see rain. I see raindrops. Oh! Romain has lost it. Nearly killed Danny. He's going to get the move done into turn 1, you would imagine. He's got DRS. Still 13 laps left. There is raindrops. I can see raindrops on the halo.
If I don't see the activation of the DRS, I wouldn't go anywhere. Danny has to push. Danny has to push now. It's all or nothing. He's closing the gap from McKender. But he has no ERS left.
Is closing the gap pretty quickly as well. McKenna obviously on the hards, but if it starts to rain enough that you need to go to inters, it doesn't really matter anymore.
That's why he has to push now. He has no time to left, but he has no ERS to do that. He used it all to overtake Roman and Justin.
DRS disabled and Danny pits. So does McKenna, so does Kiko. Surely they're all going on to the intermediates now. Literally everyone. Everyone's in the pits, apart from Copy. Copy is taking a gamble on staying out. People will have to double stack. Let's see what happens. It doesn't look like Inter's conditions, but the game says it is, because DRS is disabled. That's normally the best sign. And look at that. Everyone in the pit lane. And they're all coming out on Inters.
Maybe if Copy pushes hard enough, because he has no alternative now. No, he's not increasing the gap.
Yeah, I think Inters are faster again.
Oh! He jumped over the curb. Copy. He's losing time. So he's gonna be about 10th place, I believe. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, it's definitely getting very wet, the track.
Gamer said Copy didn't want to double stack with Fox. The track went really fast.
Yeah, it did. That maybe it's going to full wets soon. I don't know, because normally, if it's just going to light rain, it takes quite a while for it to transition to inter conditions. Remain is close on the back of Tunari, but not close enough. Now this is where it's even more difficult to overtake. We saw at the start of the race. Danny, thinking about the championship, these top three are all in the championship fight. And Danny needs to close that 15-point gap on Kiko if he wants to have a good opportunity going into the final few rounds. So the season's gone so quick. There's only 3 races left after this, after the Christmas break.
I think Danny is not happy with rain.
Yeah, he was going very well on the dries, wasn't he?
Do you think we're gonna have a wet race until the end? Full wet?
Well, I thought it was going to be dry to the end when we went to dries, so I wouldn't like to say.
Life is a gamble. Come on. Although Dan is closing a little bit of the gap between him and McKenna.
Oh, 4 races left. Okay, I can't count, clearly.
4 exciting races, gamer. Please.
Apart from Mexico. Mexico's just pointless track.
Why? You've got the fastest straight in the calendar.
Romain has sent it down the inside. Yep. Not able to do anything though.
Dan is using ERS to close the gap, but he's getting close, but not that close.
Oh, that's Yenab who's off again as well. It is still raining, as well you expect, but it doesn't look like it's heavy enough to go to full wets.
Larson says 3 out of those 4 races will be wet if we are lucky. Somebody likes the wet tracks.
I do. You don't have to do anything in your game positions, just keep it on the track. That's why I love
Yeah, but
Monaco
you
so
have to
much.
be. Yeah, but you have to stay close to the others.
Not if they crash. You can be 2 laps behind as long as they
And
don't crash on
not
the last
everybody.
lap.
Yeah, but nobody is gonna crash, and that is one thing that I have to overcome because I'm a slow driver.
Remain overtakes Tunari, although Tunari is looking to take it back. But
Danny under 1 second from Makender. Is
yes.
he gonna try it? The last laps. Problem is, Makender has a lot of ERS, and Danny, I don't think he knows that.
It will be snowing in Singapore, Tier 2.
I wish that we had the opportunity to use mods for the snow race.
Yeah, like doing a Assetto Corsa. Or on
Yeah.
ice. Racing on ice.
I raced once in Assetto, and I missed every single turn. Every single turn I missed. I saw the turn, but I never break enough to get the epics correctly.
The top 3 are all closing on each other. They're both Makenda on Kiko and Danny on Makenda as well. So Danny is the fastest man at the top 3 at the moment. But
Yeah, but I
they're
don't know
squeezing
if.
together.
Yeah, but I don't know if there are enough laps for somebody to overtake. So this will benefit Kiko for the championship.
It will.
We have an argument about if we had enough wet races for this year. Come on, guys! You know the race in the wet conditions are very fun. You don't have to struggle. You heard Joel say that. Danny 7/10 of the second behind Makender. Makender is using ERS to get away from Danny.
Yeah, and the gap between the top 2 now is 9/10. Makenda has closed 8/10 in the last couple of laps.
Right now, we should have an indicator of how wet is the track. I don't think it's gonna go full wet.
No, I don't
So
think so.
sad. Yeah, because everything would be for grabs now. Either you stay out on the inters or you go for the wets.
Yeah.
Ooh. Danny got his space right now.
Yeah, so is Makenda. I don't know if Kiko struggles in the wet conditions on this track. Seems that way. He's lost 1.2 seconds since the restart.
I think I saw him struggle a little bit with oversteer.
Imagine if it stopped raining now.
Yeah, you don't want that. Because they will hunt you down, every single one of them. The curse of the speaker. And Kender is pushing. Oh my. Kiko is on 25% ERS. And Kender is on 60 and Danny 52.
Nikenda is very good at saving ERS. That's one thing I noticed about him.
He knows when to use the ERS. That's why he's
Yes.
got a lot of it.
Well, all of the top three are inside 1 second of each other. And Justin is catching slowly but surely as well. So he could have an exciting finish. 5 laps to go.
The thing is, when Kender is gonna attack, if he's gonna attack in about 2 or 3 laps, then Danny will have to go too.
Yes.
If he wants to overtake Kiko, that is. He has to be close enough to see the opportunity and dive. Completely dive. Kender loves stealing wins. Kiko, why break? Go, go, go. He has to turn, you know. He has to turn. Kiko needs to stay strong out of the last corner. Right now, without the DRS, it's not only the last corner. Oh, Kender is so close. Danny too. Who is gonna stay on other? Who's gonna get the slipstream? Kender using up all his ERS. Yeah. He will attempt again. Yes. Oh no, he lost a little bit of time.
The thing is, Mikenda makes a mistake whilst trying to overtake. He can be overtaken by Danny himself, so he needs to make sure that he doesn't lose
He
traction.
made the correction there because he lost the rear end of the car.
Yeah.
Now we have a race. Now
we did it again. He lost the rear again there, and now it means Danny is even closer. And Justin,
look, Kender will have to attack because Danny's gonna attack him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any options right now.
The best form of defense is attack.
If you want to defend from another one, yes.
And Justin's about to join as well. It was 2.8 the gap, and now it's 1.7.
I think Justin got invited a little bit late. And I think the conditions are full wet now. Do you see the tracks, the ponds?
Yeah, there might be. Say that boosted comes in for a set of wets.
And maybe that's why Kender is struggling to keep the car.
Yeah, probably.
I think we have a full wet race now. But nobody's gonna pit right now, trust me.
Marcel pits. So yeah, I think it is time for full wets, but it won't gain you enough time. Yeah, it won't gain you enough time if you pit now. So staying out is the best way to go. And there's not much of a delta between inters and wets, to be honest, at this stage. Maybe slightly faster, but it's not worth it.
depends on how wet it is. You know that.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment.
Even if wets were faster for a second per lap, who from the top three would pit?
I don't think anyone would, even if it was 2 seconds a lap. There's only 2 laps left.
Oh,
Mackenda!
mistake.
Yeah, it was
That is
drifting.
not close enough. I told you it's a full wet race now. They have to be careful not to lose the car out of a corner.
Yeah, and Kiko has done so well to keep it on track, and with all the pressure from behind him as well, Justin is closing in even further. He's not out of this race.
He has 2 laps to close the gap. And even then, will he be able to overtake? A good education about the wet tires is the difference between Marcel and Fox, how Marcel is closing the gap from Fox.
Yes. And quite quickly as well.
It's more than a second a lap, that's for sure.
Right. They're within 5 tenths now. Look at this. Mackenda trying to go side by side with him. That wouldn't have ended too well. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Kiko and Danny now overtakes Mackenda, but Justin's going down the inside. Justin has made contact with Danny, who's been pushed wide. Justin is in the lead of the race.
Oh my god!
Oh my days, I feel so sorry for Kiko there. That's not his fault, is it? He was tagged from the back from Mackenda. FIA will get involved. But Justin now, I told you, he's in the chance of winning the race. Is coming to the final lap. Mackenda's sliding round the final corner. So is Justin. Danny still in with a chance. Look at these two, side by side. Justin all the way from P4 into P1 in the matter of half a lap. Even one sector, you could say. Mackenda round the outside. Has to be so careful on the traction. Loses it. But they're still ahead. Right, let's have a look at what happens. This is the last lap, remember. Any mistake is going to cost you. Danny back here, and look how faster the wets are. That Boosted Mess, a lapped car, is unlapping himself with ease. Mackenda is in the lead now. But it might not stay, as Tipsy rightly says, after that shunt on Danny. And Kiko. We'll have a look at that after the race, that FIA will. Danny is quite far back now. Kiko is out of it.
Won't push. Danny will not push. He has Kiko behind him, so he won't risk anything. Because the track is so wet. Danny has front wheel damage. We have an information from the chat.
What about Justin, Damien? Justin, for the penalty shunt on Dan. Well, let's have a look at the results after the FIA have got involved. However, on track, if Mackenda keeps it clean, which he almost doesn't, look at that, he's sliding through the final corner. If he keeps on track, Mackenda is going to win the race at the moment. And he does. So Mackenda comes across the line to finish first. Justin P2, Danny P3, and Kiko, so unfortunate, P4. Romain has crashed. He's crossed the line. So there you go. That was a very dramatic finish indeed.
And we talked about the difference between wet and intermediums. Look at Marcel gaining 2 places. He's now 7th place, hunting down to Nari, but he's a lot of way back. But he gained 2 places in the last 2 laps with the wets.
Yeah, that is a wonderful end to the race. Well, probably not wonderful for the drivers, but it was entertaining.
But we will have the FIA deliberating about every single incident.
Indeed.
Especially when with the tap behind Kiko and Justin tapping Danny. P10 for shift, Larson says. So, we had one safety car and one virtual safety car, so we call it a draw. McKenna in first place, guys. He stayed there. He managed his ERS, and I think he got his first place. Although he was unlucky. So we have first place Backender, second place Justin, third place Danny, fourth place Kiko, fifth place Roman, Tunari, Marcel, Copy, Fox, Jenab, Ocean Chief in 11th place, and Boosted Mess, Timber, Rookie.
Yeah, and then Meepo and Crystals, who DNF'd as well. That was a very exciting end. Danny gets fastest lap.
My head is pumping right now.
Yeah, let's go over to the interview screen. If anyone wants an interview, please enter the voice chat.
You will have a lot of work to do over the weekends. That's for sure. So let the chat tell us, how do they feel about the race? Would they want to race in a track like this in the wet conditions?
Anyone for an interview? Anyone want an interview?
I think we should have Mackinder over here.
Does anyone want an interview? Anyone want an interview?
We have Justin.
Justin wants an interview.
Come on, guys, get here for the interview so we have George stop singing, please.
Hello, Justin.
Here comes Justin.
I said when you were 1 second off P3 and P4 to Babalas that you could still win the race, and he didn't believe me, so I'm happy that whatever happened, happened.
I don't know what happened. At one point, I was, like you said, a second behind, and all of a sudden, like, Eco is facing the wrong way, and then I see a gap, I go for it, and then apparently I hit Danny. I didn't feel any contact on my behalf. I still gotta look over that, so if I did Danny, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But then, I mean, provisional P1, then I guess if McKenna does get a penalty.
Yes. So, I mean, that was a crazy end to the race.
It was an Abu Dhabi-esque.
And you were saying rain, and Babalas didn't believe you either. So, I don't know what it is with Babalas not believing Justin. Just kidding.
No, I don't trust the game. That's completely different thing. No? I trust Justin. I don't have anything to fight over, but I don't trust the game, honestly, mate. When I see a wet race and I see dry, okay, what can I do? Why should I trust the game? Why should I trust Jeff? I have one question for Justin. Did you feel a little bit uncomfortable with full wet at the end?
Not really. It was very much slip and slide. for the entirety of the final 5 laps. It was full wet conditions, but we were on inters. And every corner that you were racing on, especially the slow speed corners, it felt like your rear was just spinning the entire time. It wasn't working. So, but I'm glad what happened at the end happened, I guess.
We saw that at the end. Who was that with the wets gaining 2 places?
Boosted, wasn't it?
He got
Marcel.
Marcel got 2 places in 2 laps and closing a gap of 14 seconds from P10. Did you ever consider going for full wets?
Nah, I was gonna do whatever those in front did. So at that point, it was just stay out pretty much, because I had a feeling something might happen when you're all within a second and there's 3 cars and it's full wet conditions on inters. I knew something would happen, but I didn't know this would happen. So glad what happened.
Congratulations, although I don't know how you managed to keep the car on track.
I don't know either.
Honestly, mate, I don't know how you did that in full wet conditions.
Talent, I guess.
Yeah, you have better talent than me because I lose a car in the little rain in the Inters. So Inters and full wet is something I don't think I will be able to do anytime soon.
Thank you, Justin.
You're welcome.
Puts you in the championship fight even more now, doesn't it? Where are you before? I think you've gained a few places with that P2, maybe P1. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, thanks for the interview and an entertaining
welcome.
race. We'll hope to see you, well, not next week actually, in 3 weeks' time.
Oh. Well, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Indeed. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Right, here is Kiko. Hello,
Hello.
Mr. France. We will both feel really sorry for you because, well, you drove almost the perfect race and you got punted.
Yeah. Feel bad actually, but hard to say anything. No hard feelings to Mackinder. That was really hard to keep the car on track, but
Yeah, how difficult
think
was it on the?
that was like in controller. I mean, I still have some problem with ABS, with like no ABS on the rain, and like the like last 5 laps was like full wet condition, and like in the like slow chicane, slow sector 2, I was like blocking the rears every time it was sliding. I tried to like not be too slow to not get like punched by Mackinder, but at the time I just slide and like lose a bit of the car. I brake and Mackinder like get a bit I think shocked or something, and I get punched. But yeah, I think in Australia I lose the win for something like a bit controversial, but and like this one I lose the win by a mistake. So yeah, feel bad a bit, but bounce back to Singapore in 2 weeks, hopefully.
Yeah.
Do you want full wet in Singapore?
No, not gonna lie.
Come on. It's the best race in the calendar. Come on.
Yeah, but not.
It's night and it's gonna rain.
Yeah.
What can go wrong? What can go wrong?
I mean, the most if it's full wet track on Singapore, the most fucking car you will see on track is the fucking Aston Martin. So it's fucking safety car, bro. So
we will disable safety car. So okay.
oh,
Well, wait.
then it's gonna be battle royale. Let's go.
Gammon run.
Yeah, I will make a proposal to the ocean chief.
But yeah, the pace was there. I mean, on slick, I was probably the fastest with Mackinder because it was on R, so I don't know the pace. So my like race pace was really good. I really improved, and yeah, the start of like intermediates on the like second run was really good too. But I need to improve like most full reds now. I mean, every race it's like I'm starting to learn something else. Last week that was like the consistency in the race, and this week it's like the full wet. So hopefully I'm gonna improve a lot.
Yeah, well, to come from tier 2 and already be at the top of the standings in tier 1 is very well done. Yeah, so 2-week Christmas break. Hope to see you after then.
Of course.
Yeah.
Probably he's gonna eat a lot of turkey. Probably. So he won't be able to drive, he will be very sleepy because of the food. And a lot of champagne. I believe he will drink a lot of champagne. He's living in
I'm
France.
17 years old, so I don't.
Babalas,
Let's say-
I'm drinking
Babalas
wine from...
offered Meepo 2 beers earlier, so I don't think he really understands underage drinking.
Guys, I'm Greek. We don't have that things here.
I mean, I'm French, so I mean, wine and stuff.
Yeah,
And-
that's why I'm saying that. Besides, you will not be driving a real car.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, before that gets out of hand, let's move on.
Yeah,
Thanks, Gigo, for the interview. See
no
you
problem.
next time.
Yep, see you boys.
Bye-bye. There we go. That's it for today. And that's it for the first half. Well, it's not the first half, it's over the first half, but you know what I mean. The first part of the season. 2-week break for Christmas, and we'll be back. Let me get the date out quickly.
Get the dates.
We'll be back on the 6th of January with Tier 1. But don't forget Tier 2, which will be on the 5th of January, the day after my birthday. So, we will see you all.
I will come for a treat.
We'll see you all in 2 weeks' time. Hope you have a good Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a good, well-deserved rest. We'll see you then.
And if you liked what you saw and you want to watch any videos that we take out from the lives or any funny moments that the guys put out in the YouTube, hit a like or subscribe, whatever, just to be informed when we go live. Thank you all for staying here. I hope you enjoyed yourself. We'll see you with the new year.
Bye-bye.